Sitting alone at a packed news conference in Mexico City, Evo Morales called on all groups in Bolivia to help pacify the country he once led for nearly 14 years. Morales flew into exile in Mexico on Monday after resigning as Bolivia's president on Sunday under pressure from the army after a disputed election.
We resigned precisely so that there would be an end to violence, but it hasn't ended. I thought that the day after my resignation there would be peace and tranquility, but the next day there were 4 people dead.
Morales repeated that he'd been the victim of a coup orchestrated by right-wing opponents. Meanwhile, in La Paz on Tuesday, police launched tear gas as Morales supporters expressed outrage.
Our president Evo has left. We don't have any rights anymore. Even the police won't defend us. They are our enemies. They've gassed us. Where are our rights?
They turned out to demonstrate against the self-proclaimed presidency of an opposition senator. In a tremendous show of force, supporters of Evo Morales have marched down here from El Alto just as Congress is debating the swearing-in of the new interim president. They chanted, "Evo, you're not alone," and called the new leader a usurper and a racist.
While our president and leader Evo Morales is alive, our party will carry on. It doesn't matter who the next candidate is. What matters is that Evo is still alive.
But they were too late to stop it. Bolivian Senator Jeanine Anez declared herself the country's interim president, even though lawmakers from Morales' party boycotted the session.
As president of the Senate, I immediately assumed the presidency as part of the constitutional order, and I will take all necessary measures to pacify the country.
Bolivia's constitutional court said she was next in line to take the presidency after the resignations of Morales, his deputy, and the presidents of the Senate and Chamber of Deputies. A religious conservative, Anez cuts a contrasting figure with Evo Morales, but analysts say her role is transitory.
La presidenta Anez tiene un solo mandato.
The interim president has one mandate, and that is to call new elections as soon as possible. The Constitution allows 90 days, but the country's situation demands that they be sooner.
As the turmoil continues, many Bolivians are pinning their hopes on fresh elections. Dan Collins, CGTN, La Paz.